So in the previous video, we have created our first ever web page with the help of HTML code that we have written. So in this video, we are going to be taking a look at different headings that we can add in our web page with the help of H tag. So let me show you how many different types of heading we can add in our HTML page. So if I just try to close this particular preview from here, and in here, we're going to be replacing these values. So if I add heading with h1 tag will be heading 1, with h2 tag the heading will be 2. So what I will do is I will just try to copy paste this thing over here, and we will change the value to 2. So I will just copy this word that is heading from here, and we're going to be adding multiple h tags over here. So if I add h3, and in here we're going to be adding the heading as h3. Similarly, we can add an h4 as well. If I add h4, and if we just close this, you can see. And in the preview window, if I open the preview window over here, so you can see the biggest heading is h1 tag, the second biggest heading is h2 tag, the third biggest is h3 tag, the fourth biggest is h4 tag. So according to the tag and the number corresponding to it, it will determine the size of the heading that we are adding over there. So on our web page, if we want to have a smaller heading, in that case, we can use the bigger number. And if we want to have a bigger heading, in that case, we can use the smaller number. So if we start from 1, it will be showing the biggest heading. And if we go to a number something like 4 or 5, it will show us the smaller heading. If we add an h5 tag over here, and if I just try to close this and add a heading, and heading that will be 5, you can see it is even smaller than the heading 4 that we have added. So we can go up to 6, I think. So in the new line, if I just try to add h6 and close it, so if I add the heading 6 over here, so you can see it is even smaller than the heading 5. This is how we can use different headings in our web page with the help of h tag, and h tag stands for heading, and we can provide different headings by providing a number associated to it. So if we go with the h1 tag, it will show us the biggest heading. Over here you can see this is the example of that, and if we go with the higher number such as 6, so it will show us a smaller heading. So if our web page only contains h6, so if I just try to comment out this part by just pressing Ctrl+/, in that case, you can see here is how we can comment a code in HTML. So you can see now we only have a h6 heading, which is very small. So if you want to add a comment to our page, in that case, we just need to use this piece of code. So if we just add it over here, so if I show you how we can add a comment, so we just need to add a greater than symbol, a exclamation mark, and a hyphen. So it will create a comment for us. So in here, we're going to be writing something like this is our web page. So this is the comment that we have added. So this comment is only for the programmers to understand or elaborate on a piece of code that they are writing. So we can explain the code or what is this page about with the help of this comment. And we can also use it to comment out some code that is not required for us in our web page. So you can see we have used a comment to just hide this particular thing from our web page by adding the comment to it. And if you want to explain a piece of code in our program file, in that case also we can use the comment, and this piece of code that we have written in the comment will be not executed and it will be not displayed on our web page. If I just try to save this code, and if we open our web browser and try to open this page, so you can see it is still showing the previous data that we have added onto our web page. If I just try to refresh this, now you can see it is only displaying heading 6, and the comment that we have added is being not displayed on our web page. So if we just minimize this, and if we try to remove this comment from here, so for removing the comment, I will press Ctrl+/. So in that case, it will just remove the comment and it will uncomment this part. And if we save the code, go back to our web browser and try to refresh this page, now you can see here is the output of the h1 tag to h6 tag on our web page. So you can see the heading 1 is the biggest heading in our web page, and the heading 6 is the smallest on our web page. So this is how we can use the h tag, which stands for heading, and we can add different size of heading with the help of these numbers that we are providing with the h tag. So this is how we can use that. Also, we have seen how we can use the comments in HTML. So by providing a greater than symbol, exclamation mark, and a hyphen hyphen, and after that we can write an entire paragraph or a sentence, and after that we just need to add an hyphen hyphen and a less than symbol. So it will complete a comment. And we can also use control plus slash to create a comment. So with the help of it, if I just press here control plus slash, you can see it will automatically add a comment over here. So this functionality is because of the VS Code. So VS Code has this built-in functionality using which we can press control plus slash and it will comment out this part for us. So it will add a new comment with the help of this keyboard shortcut. We have added the extensions as well for the HTML that we have installed from the extension market. So these all things together are helping us to create these keyboard shortcuts for us and add different suggestions to our code. So I think you now understand what are comments in HTML and also how we can add different headings with the help of HTag. So that was it for this particular video on headings and comments with HTML. So without further ado, let's move to the next video of our course.